Welcome to the Instant Trivia Podcast, episode 1771, where we ask the best trivia on the internet. Let's get started. In the Indiana Jones films, which character was famous for getting lost in his own museum? Dr. Marcus Brody. In James Hilton's novel, Goodbye, Mr. Chips, what subject did Mr. Chips teach at Brookfield School? In which town and country is the world's deepest mine located? Carletonville, South Africa. During which war did Florence Nightingale care for wounded soldiers? Crimean War. What is the name of the cord that connects a fetus to the placenta? Umbilical cord. Who founded JCB, the British company famous for manufacturing earth-moving equipment? Joseph Cyril Bamford. Which semi-precious gemstone's name comes from the Latin for sea water? Aquamarine. What name is shared by a Beatles song and a Thomas Hardy novel? Jude. An atom is made of three main subatomic particles, the electron, the neutron, and which other particle? In order from left to right, what are the 5 colors of the Olympic rings? Blue, yellow, black, green, red. Which African island was historically nicknamed the Spice Island for its clove production? Zanzibar, Unguja. What is the prominent Tokyo stock market index? Answer: Nikkei 225, commonly called the Nikkei. In The Pilgrim's Progress, what is the name of the ultimate place Christian strives to reach? Celestial City. What hybrid animal results from the breeding of a male donkey and a female horse? Mule. In the traditional Chinese game, Mahjong, how many primary suits are there? 3. Which British rock band recorded the song Strange Brew? Cream. What is the derivative of sine of x? Cos of x. What is the name given to the fractional part of a common base 10 logarithm? Mantissa? Which iconic Australian landmark was designed by engineer Ralph Freeman? Answer: Sydney Harbour Bridge. In Lewis Carroll's Alice's Adventures in Wonderland, which character repeatedly checks his pocket watch and cries, "I'm late"? The White Rabbit. Which animal's teeth were used as knife blades by some Native American groups? Beaver. In John Carpenter's film Halloween, how many years had Michael Myers been confined in an asylum before escaping? 15 years. Under which pseudonym did Edgar Rice Burroughs first publish his fiction? Norman Bean. Which television series featured Fred Savage as the character Kevin Arnold? The Wonder Years. What is the valuable blue form of corundum called? Sapphire. In holiday tradition, what plant are people encouraged to kiss under? Mistletoe. What French term indicates a dish includes potatoes? Pomme de terre. What condition is characterized by a lack of melanin in the skin, hair, and eyes? Albinism. Which of the following singers is the lead vocalist of REM? Jarvis Cocker, Michael Stipe, or Nicky Wire? Michael Stipe. Which band recorded the song Have You Ever Seen the Rain? Creedence Clearwater Revival. In the TV series Leave It to Beaver, who was Wally Cleaver's best friend? Eddie Haskell. Which British heavyweight boxer lost fights to Tim Witherspoon, Mike Tyson, and Lennox Lewis? Frank Bruno. Which actress played Bridget Jones in the film adaptation of Bridget Jones's Diary? Renee Zellweger. Which luxury crystal brand uses a swan as its logo? Swarovski. Which river runs through the city of Rome? Tiber. Which popular fast food mascot is recognized by 96% of American children? Ronald McDonald. What are the teeth called that are used primarily for grinding food? Molars. What is the name for a camel with a single hump? Dromedary. Which U.S. Navy destroyer, commissioned in 2001, was named in honor of British wartime leader Winston Churchill? USS Winston S. Churchill, DDG-81. Which country has the most bookshops per capita? New Zealand. Which U.S. state receives the least precipitation on average? Nevada. In legal terms, what is the name for a supplement or amendment to a will? Codicil. Who led the first successful ascent of the Matterhorn in 1865? Edward Whymper. Which 1957 song by the Crickets took its title from a line in the John Ford Western The Searchers? That'll Be the Day. What city serves as the capital of Iowa? Des Moines. Saanen, Nubian, and Toggenburg are all breeds of which animal? Goat. Which country's national rugby union team is symbolized by the silver fern? New Zealand. What is the Latin word for the milky fluid produced by the rubber tree? Latex. What informal term is sometimes used for a fear of parents-in-law? Socerophobia, an informal term, not a clinically recognized diagnosis. Which composition by Paul Dukas is widely recognized, primarily due to its inclusion in Disney's Fantasia? The Sorcerer's Apprentice. That's the end of the show. Thanks for listening. Come back tomorrow for more exciting trivia.